Hello, YouTube family. Today we are going to make some fried chicken, some broccoli, and some broccoli rice for our family tonight for dinner. I actually have a family of five. I say our family. Well, you all part of my family, but Gary, good time. Please hit that subscribe button because I will be making a lot more videos with dinner, shopping hauls, just basically my everyday life. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe so that we can keep these videos coming for you all. Again, now we're going to start with my chicken legs. Please make sure that you wash your meat. I have already washed my meat. That's very important. You don't want to just buy meat out of the store and just start cooking it. You know, some people wash it with bleach. I don't recommend that. I don't do that. You know, some people I've seen wash it with liquid dish detergent. I don't do that as well. But make sure that you wash your meat. It's very important. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to season up my chicken first and let it marinate for a while. Let the season marinate for a while. So then I'll go back, flour it up, and fry it up. Okay, so first thing I'm going to use is onion powder. I'm going to sprinkle some nice, generous amount of onion powder because I'm actually going to shake it up good and allow all of these seasonings, all of my seasonings to get on hopefully every piece of chicken I have in here. Okay, now I do like to use this here, this Goya seasoning here. I believe it's called Sazons. I hope I said it right. This is Goya, seasonings for the meat. So you can season your vegetables, your meat, your fish, anything. To be quite honest, it's really good. It's like a secret weapon that I use that my husband doesn't know. He always wonders, how do I get my food taste so good? So I'm just gonna do 1 pack of this. And then again, like I said, I'm going to shake everything around at the end to make sure that every piece of chicken is nice and flavorful. I'm gonna do 2 packs because I bought a big pack of chicken from Sam's Club for everyone, so we all can have, a couple of pieces of chicken. My husband does eat more than 2 pieces of chicken. He's a pretty big guy. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put some parsley in here. Parsley. Okay. Now I'm gonna do some garlic powder. I'm sorry, I need to show you guys the parsley. Can we see that? Can we see the parsley? Yes, we see the parsley and the garlic powder. Okay. Some garlic powder in there. Okay. Now I'm going to.
Mommy.
Yes, baby.
Mommy.
And I'm gonna put some lemon pepper. McCormick. Some lemon pepper. Hopefully we can see this. I'm sorry if you guys can't see that. You guys should be able to see that McCormick lemon pepper. And we're just gonna put. We're not gonna put too much, but we're gonna put a nice generous amount of that in there. Okay. So we have our seasonings, and I'm just gonna close this up, nice and tight. And I'm going to shake it around just to make sure that all of that seasoning gets around on every piece of chicken. So I will be shaking this around. Okay, so now that this is nice and mixed together, this is what it's going to look like. Looks good, nice and seasoned well. And then I'm going to just stick this in the refrigerator for a bit to let that marinate. Okay. Now the chicken is in the refrigerator. I said we were making broccoli and chicken, guys. Tonight we're gonna go with this frozen broccoli florets. Okay, we got a nice big size for my family. Again, we're a family of 5, 2 teenagers and 1 5-year-old. So the teenagers can really eat a lot. The 5-year-old doesn't really eat that much. So, but she does eat, but she doesn't really eat a lot. Daddy, well, my husband, Big Daddy, he eats a lot. He's a pretty big guy, so he will eat a nice, generous amount. And I can eat, not a lot, but I can eat about two pieces of chicken. Nice amount of broccoli. I do like broccoli and the rice. So again, we will be doing this broccoli florets. I'm going to also put the broccoli in my pot. Get a nice sized pot. This should be big enough for all of us for the broccoli. And I'm going to season up my broccoli, and I'm going to just put a nice little amount of water, steam it up. You don't want to submerge all of your broccoli in the water like you're making soup. So I'm just going to put a nice amount of broccoli and get the fire. Well, I have an electric stove, so put it on medium to let that cook. And it won't take too long for the broccoli to cook. So let's get this broccoli going. I'm sorry, guys. That pot that I showed was actually for the rice. I'm going to use this bigger pot here for my broccoli. So I'm going to just pour some broccoli inside. Oh gosh. I'm acting like I don't know where it's at. So I'm going to throw this away. I'm going to throw that away. Even though I mean it's on my stove, but I don't know. I just don't like it like that. Okay, so alright, so we used about half of the bag of broccoli. Minus the 2 florets that fell out. But we used about half the bag of broccoli. So now I'm just going to twist it. And this is the top that I've cut off a piece here. I'm going to just take it and just tie it around. Make it like a little bow tie. And that will, and that's how you close back up your broccoli, as you can see. And we close it back up. So we'll stick this back in the freezer for another time, for another dinner. Okay, so now I have my broccoli in my pot. As you can see, it has a little ice on it. That's okay, because the ice will actually melt once I start cooking this on the stove, so it's not a problem. So I have my broccoli in my pot, as you guys can see. And now I'm just going to throw some seasoning on it. I'm going to use some onion salt. It looks like a lot, but it's hardly coming out, so it's not a lot. Let's see. First of all, let's bang that up a little bit. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now I'm going to use some onion salt. Better. Okay. And we're going to put a little black pepper. Some black pepper. Some ground black pepper. Spicy, because the baby doesn't like spicy food. And for my secret ingredient that my husband doesn't know, I'm gonna just put 2 of these chicken cubes in here. Seasoning is good for vegetables. You can use it on your vegetables. So I do like to just put just 2 in there, and that's gonna actually give my broccoli more flavor. So I'm gonna drop 2 of these in there as well. broccoli is nice and seasoned, I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it and put that on low and let that start to cook for a little. It won't take long. I'll say about 15-20 minutes, and your broccoli will be nice and flavorful and delicious. Okay, guys, so now I've used my daughter's cup here. I've actually used 2 full cups of water of the baby's water cup. So this is my second cup here. I'm just going to add the water in because, again, we don't want to submerge all of the broccoli under the water. And you don't want some people like mushy broccoli, but I don't. So we're not making mushy broccoli today. So we're just going to move it over into the burner. And I'm going to set my burner to medium. And I'm just going to let that cook for a while on medium. Now, the last thing that I will be cooking is rice. And we're gonna just do simple, quick Nora's cheddar broccoli rice. Now this is really good. They usually have good deals on these at the grocery store. When I go grocery shopping and pick up some more, I'll do a video on that. So again, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell, so you can get notifications of my new videos that I will be uploading. And so I'll give you the price on these. I believe they might run about $1. I know you can pick some of these up at the Dollar Tree, and I'll do a video on that as well if I see some, so that we can just make sure that they are at the Dollar Tree. If you all on a budget, there's nothing wrong with budget shopping. I do it all the time. So there's Nora rice here, and I'm going to be making 2 bags of the rice. And I will be putting it here in this pot. This is big enough. So I'm going to add my rice. Now, a secret to cooking rice for those who don't know, because not everyone knows how to cook rice. A lot of people, you'll be shocked to know that they don't know how to make simple rice. So they buy boil in a bag. You know, rice is already in the bag and you boil. But one secret to cooking rice is 1 cup of rice is 2 cups of water. So when you make 1 cup of rice, you're going to add 2 cups of water. And of course, if you make 2 cups of rice, you're going to add 4 cups of water, so forth and so on. Okay, so I'm just going to clear this up. I don't want the trash. Video. I don't like the trash in the video. Now, with this rice, I'm not going to season it because the wonderful thing about it is it's already seasoned. So we will not be seasoning this rice. We just will be adding our water, and we will put this on the stove and let that cook. And I'm going to place my burner on medium as well. Okay, so I've already added 3 cups of water. I'm going to add my last cup of water here. And this is going to be 4 cups of water. And I'm going to just put the top on that. And I'm going to let this cook. Just on medium. Okay. I have my rice going and my broccoli going. My chicken is marinating, and I'll be back when I'm ready to start frying my chicken. I just wanted to get my sides out of the way so that that can be cooked. Let that start cooling off because I don't want to feed the children piping hot food, nor myself or my husband. So I'm going to do the chicken. We're going to let the chicken cool after we cook everything, and I'll be back when I'm ready to start making the chicken. Okay, guys, so I'm ready to start preparing to make my chicken. Now, for my oil, I like to use Crisco Pure Canola Oil. You all might like to use vegetable oil, or there's even peanut oil, or Crisco might not even be the brand for you. There's all different kinds of oils that you all can use to fry your chicken. It's whatever you prefer, but I do prefer the Crisco pure canola oil. I'm sorry. It's just what I like and what I prefer, so it's what I use. Now I'm going to. I got my pot heating up here, my pan. I'm sorry. I'm going to just pour some oil in here because actually, what you want to do is you want to make sure your oil is nice and hot when you're frying your chicken. You cannot place chicken in here and you don't have hot oil. Okay, so I'm going to allow my oil to start heating up, and I've just about almost used all of it, but it's okay. It's a little left. We'll use that for something maybe when I make the baby some French fries or something. And I'm going to flour my chicken, my seasoned chicken that I have here that we seasoned up and had marinating. I'm actually going to use my all-purpose flour that I have from Food Lion here in Maryland. We do have Food Lion. Food Lion is in other states as well. I know for sure they have a lot of them in North Carolina, but my local grocery store is Food Lion, and I will do a Food Lion haul for those who have Food Lion in the area but don't typically shop at Food Lion because they prefer maybe a Giant or a Safeway or Shoppers or what have you, or Harris Teeter, or it's so many other grocery stores in the world. But for me, I do like Food Lion prices, and I'm going to use my all-purpose flour here, and I'm going to place it in my marinated chicken and just flour it up. I'm not going to use the whole bag of flour, but we'll use, maybe half the bag. Okay, so I use a nice amount of the flour. I'm going to put the top on, and I'm going to give that a nice shake so that all of my chicken will be nice and floured, and start frying and give it that nice crunch and just that good old fried chicken taste when you bite into it. You hear that? That's that chicken moving around, getting all that flour, all that seasoning, all that flour, all those pieces. Now, before you take the top off, you want to just pat around so that any excess flour that's at the top can just drop. It will drop down, so when you open it, hopefully you won't have flour flying all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to open that. And as you can see, my chicken is nice with flour. We have the seasonings. We have our oil, which is getting nice and hot. And one way you can test your oil to see if it's hot, you just take a little pinch of the flour and you put it in there. Okay, once you see it start sizzling up and if it just starts floating around, your oil is not hot enough. But if it sizzles and starts cooking that oil, then you know Your oil is nice and hot and it's ready for you to start applying your chicken. Okay, so my oil does seem like it's nice and ready, nice and hot, and it's ready to start cooking my chicken. So what I'm going to do is start applying the chicken. Now, you want to get yourself a nice pair of tongs, and you want to start applying your chicken in your oil with your tongs. And you can hear it's starting to fry because your oil is nice and hot. Okay, so I have applied 6 pieces in so far, and I don't want to jam pack my pot. I want it to have room to fry nice and roomy and not all cluttered. So 6 pieces will do just fine. And I'm going to put the top back on and just give this another shake so that the rest of my pieces of chicken can be nice and have a nice and generous amount of flour on it as well. So we're going to give it another shake. Okay, and this is going to be ready and waiting for the second batch to be cooked. Okay, so we have our rice going, our broccoli is coming along. I'm going to actually just cover up my chicken a bit to let that fry because I really don't want grease flying all over the place. So I'm going to turn down the broccoli, put it on simmer, but the broccoli is looking wonderful. And I'm going to simmer a little bit that rice. So now, everyone, now my daughter, again, I told you we are a family of 5. My baby is 5 years old. And she actually has a YouTube channel of her own. It's called Gary Fun Time. And you will see her playing with all of her toys. So for my subscribers, you all have children, boy, girl. If you have any kids, please go to my daughter's channel at Gary Fun Time and like and subscribe and hit that notification button as well, so that you can have your kids watch her play with her toys and see all her new videos that she has. She's new at the channel, so she doesn't really have many subscribers. So please, guys, like and subscribe to her page. Again, it's called Gary Fun Time, and she will be uploading a video. We'll try to upload at least once a week, twice a week if possible. But we will definitely shoot for Sundays to upload videos. Okay, now for my broccoli, I'm just going to give it a nice little stir. Because remember we put those seasoned cubes in there. So I want to stir that around so that all the broccoli can get some of that flavor of those chicken seasoned cubes. So we're just going to give that a stir. I'm going to stir that around. Okay. Now your broccoli is just about done. Because you don't want mush for your broccoli. So I'm actually going to cut my broccoli off. And the heat from the oven already being on will continue to just cook the broccoli. It's already about done. It does not take long at all to make broccoli. Okay, so my chicken, as you can hear, is cooking. It's talking to you. I'm going to actually just give that a little flip. Flip the pieces over. So I'm going to flip my chicken. Now you can hear that chicken is talking. That chicken is saying, I'm going to be delicious. Okay. So I have my chicken cooking. My rice is almost done. Not completely done, but it's almost done. I'm going to turn that up a little bit on my rice. My broccoli is done. My chicken is talking to us, and before you know it, soon we'll be taking the chicken out after it cooks for a few more minutes, and we'll be adding our second batch.